Hey everyone, so today I'm going to be doing this red smoky eye. I really like wearing red eyeshadow, especially if you have hazel or light colored eyes. It looks really pretty. So I hope you enjoy this video. I'm going to be using the Venus palette. So if you guys follow me, you know that I really love this palette and the grunge palette. I use them a lot. So I'm going to be using the color Muse, which I use a lot. So that's going to be the main color. I'm going to be taking a blending brush like this one. This one's from Real Techniques, I believe. Or it's like a brand that Walmart sells. The packaging's always pink, but I'm gonna go into a color like just anyone really, just to warm up the crease. Usually I can start with just like a red, but I'm gonna use this one just to warm up the crease color. And I already applied concealer on my eyes, so I'm gonna move my hair back so I can show you guys. Now I'm gonna zoom in a little bit more. Okay, so I'm gonna take this and I'm just gonna start applying that on the crease. Okay, so now that I have that brown on my crease, with the same brush, I'm gonna go into a red color. So you can use the 35O, you can use this color right here. It's more of like an orange red. It just depends how you want your red to come out. If you want it more of like an actual bright red, or if you want more of like a burgundy brown red. So I'm just gonna use this palette, which is a Morphe 12Z palette, and it's the, or 12P palette, I believe, Picasso. And this palette's only like $15, so it's a really good palette. It has all the bright colors. So I'm gonna go into the red color with the same brush like that. And I'm gonna start applying this on the outer edge as well. So it's starting to create like a warm red. So I'm just applying that all over, just like kind of smoking it out. So just really quickly and messily. So once I have done that, then I'm actually gonna start applying the lid color. So that's gonna be the color Muse on my lid. So what I do that, or what I like to do for that, is I like to take a black base. So I'm using the NYX eyeshadow base in black. So it's just like a black eyeshadow base. You don't need to go out and buy this. You can just put like black liner or like on your eyes and just smudge it out. So you don't need to use this, but I do have it and I like to use it, and I use it a lot, so I just went ahead and bought one. I believe this is like $5.99 though. It's not like expensive or anything. So I'm just gonna get some of that, and I really like this for smoky eyes. So I just, if you like doing like a lot of looks like that, then this is a good option. But I'm just gonna start applying that on the lid. So I'm gonna zoom in a little bit so you guys can see. So I'm just gonna start applying that on the lid like this, and on this lid as well. And the reason why I like doing that is because I just feel like your eyeshadow, like the red, is more vibrant. You can actually see the full color, because if not, you're gonna have to like build up the color, and it takes kind of a long time. So I just like to speed through and just use this, and it kind of really helps the color pop. So it's a lot easier. And I'm just using a flat brush. You can just use any like concealer brush for this step. Now that that's on there, it's gonna turn more like a charcoal, and that's fine. So now I'm gonna go into the color Muse, which is from the Venus 2 palette. If you guys don't have this palette, I strongly recommend it. It's really pretty, especially if you like orange, red looks, like red pink looks. I really don't use the pink colors so much, but I do like to use the red ones. So I'm gonna take a flat brush like this one. It doesn't matter what brush, but I'm gonna dip into that one, and I'm gonna go into Muse like this. Okay, and then I'm gonna just start tapping it on my eyelid, so you can see the color is like super vibrant just from the black, because if it was just on its own, it would not look like that, trust me. Look at how pretty that color looks. It's like a super burgundy color. It looks really good. You want to just bring it a little bit over like the black, just a little more in the crease, so you can go up, and then don't worry about it being messy. We're gonna go ahead and clean it up. Now I'm going to take a pencil brush, And I'm going to be taking this color right here, this pencil right here. I don't know the name because it's scratched off, but any pencil brush that has this tip will do. So you're going to go back into Muse, which is the same shadow that we use on the lid, and you're just going to start blending that in the crease. So like really deepen it up in there. And the reason why we're doing that is because we want the two colors to mix up pretty well and transition to like that lighter shade of red. So it looks like that. It looks really messy, and that's fine. That's why you do your shadow before this. Forgot to mention that, but yeah, just do your shadow before that. So before your foundation. So now I'm just gonna take this color, which is what I used for the brown, for the red, the original red. So you don't have to go back with the color because red's a really strong color, so I'm sure it's still in there. So what you're gonna do now is you're just gonna blend them together. Make sure it's like a clean brush, and then just start blending it on the edges like that so that it's not so harsh and that it blends like really nice. So I'm going to take a flat brush like this one, and I'm just going to use that to blend shadows. So I'm going to use the Venus color under. It's like a little pencil brush, and we're just going to apply that right under there, and it really just helps it like be complete. Like, it's really gonna be like a lot of fallout. That's completely fine. You're gonna use a wipe to clean that out. I promise it's gonna be so pretty once it's already done. So I don't think I'm gonna add black liner. I don't really like black liner too much, but if that's like your thing, then go for it. And my face looks like shit. Take this brush right here. This is from Real Techniques. It's just like a definer brush, and I'm just gonna use it to blend out, and it just blends out like really nicely. And again, go back with the clean brush and just blend everything. You're just going to use a wipe, and you're going to clean it all up. Try to not apply any primer or anything while you're doing this stuff, because red shadow is really like dirty and it spreads really easily. So you just have to make sure that you're cleaning it up nicely. And then once you're doing that, you could do like a sharp edge if that's what you like doing. But I'm just gonna clean it up. Okay, so I already put mascara and curled my lashes, and I put my lash on. So I'm gonna be applying the Creme 702s, which they look like this. I don't have the packaging to show you guys, but I feel like as long as you have these lashes, any simple look like this will be just so much more. So I already did my foundation and everything. So now I'm just gonna do my lip color. So I usually wear this with like a color like this one. So this one is called Noble. It's by Kat Von D, and I use like a brown lip liner. But today I'm gonna be using Bambi from Atomic Makeup because it's a really pretty nudish color with a little bit of a pink tone. And then I'm gonna be using a lip liner. This lip liner is called Nutmeg. It's from NYX. I always use brown lip liners with my lipsticks. I just feel like it helps define my lips because my lips are kind of weirdly shaped. And then I'm just gonna blend it a little bit down so it doesn't look just like a straight lip liner. So then I'm gonna use Atomic Makeup's Bambi. I've used this color before with this look, and a lot of people liked it, so I'm just gonna do it with this one. So I'm gonna apply that right now. It's really pretty, and I feel like it really completes the look. Look at. So once I'm done with the shadow and my makeup and everything, I always like to go back with my brush. So I'm gonna take the clean one that doesn't have anything, just dust off any excess, and then I just like to blend everything one last time so everything's like really blended. And then like if I want to define like the shape, like I want to make it like a little more messy or whatever it is, and then I'm just gonna go down on the bottom too and smoke it out so that it doesn't just look like the top is smoked up but also the bottom. I just really like how it looks when it's smoked on the bottom. Then you can even go back with this brush right here, and then I'm just gonna blend it out too right here. And then just be careful you don't go like too low, because then you're gonna give yourself like kind of like a red eye rash, and you don't want that. Lastly, I'm gonna put mascara on the lower lash. It's optional, but you can add a gloss. So I'm going to be using the NYX Pump It Up Lip Plumper, and this is in the color 3, which is a clear color. And I didn't get this one to plump my lips because I don't really feel like I want my lips plumped or need them plumped. But I just like the formula of it, and I also wanted to show my boyfriend that it tingles. I wanted him to try it. Honestly, it feels like I feel it. So I'm just applying the gloss to finish off. And that's it. So this is the finished look.